This is Desert Homestead Prepping. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. So, back out here. Been gone for a couple days on my crazy adventures of work and other tasks. So still got a few other things that I need to do. So my wife's back in town. She's got a craft show this week, so she's been working really hard, keeping everything stocked, trying to bring in a little extra cash for some of the needs of the house. Um, so I just got back out here. I got a couple days to be able to work on some things. I still have a little bit more winterizing to do. I mean, all the water and everything's good, but I have got to pull the stovepipe off of the main cabin and clean it before winter really settles in. So with it being November 8th right now, we're just barely getting started on the season. I just need to make sure, get all the creosote and all the buildup out of it, make sure that it's good and clean to be able to get us through the season. Then after that, I am gonna get going on Abby's little cabin and see if we can get that finished up. I gotta finish up the trim. I gotta do the bathroomette. I gotta get the barrel installed with the plumbing, and then the staircase. So still a decent amount to do, but we are really close. So I'm gonna get this stovepipe cleaned out, and then I'm gonna get right on that cabin. So with this stovepipe, the one annoying part is that it leaks, it drips, and I know part of that is from the fact that the stovepipe isn't hot enough at times, but you know, that's just the way it is. We don't always need a raging fire, but it just makes the cabin look gross, where it has dripped down and the wind blows it across the siding, and it's just very frustrating. And I know that if I had all the pieces so that they slid inside the other pieces, it would always drip into the pipe, but unfortunately the setup that I have just doesn't work that way. It definitely needed to be cleaned. It was looking pretty rough. Okay, so I got this done. So let me kind of show you what I did differently. Hopefully it's going to help. It's a lot straighter now. So I did some reinforcing on it, and I decided to try some black RTV silicone. You know, stuff that you can use for gaskets, engine gaskets. It's good for up to 450 degrees. So I figured it was worth a shot, and I put it on some of these joints where it's obviously been leaking, and we'll see how it does. I mean, the stovepipe itself is not the prettiest, but I'd rather have an ugly stovepipe than this big mess right here. Like, this is ridiculous. So hopefully it works. So with this creosote, made a bit of a mess on the ground, but I got most of it. If anybody knows what you can do with hard creosote, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna get back at this cabin. So what I got to do is do a little bit of painting. The girls painted a whole bunch of trim, but I still need more trim, a lot more than they realized. And so I'm going to have to paint that. And then also we have a barrel that's going to go underneath Abby's stairs for her water supply. And we really just don't want it to be all ugly. So I have a white barrel, but it's got some stains on it. So I'm going to go ahead and paint it white. I don't know how well the paint's going to stick, but we'll give it a shot. See how it does. Kind of sucks not having the girls here. So Abby's over at a friend's house, so I had to, without the girls here, I got to make my own lunch. I had to cut up the scraps for the chickens and get them put away. Come on, girls, let's go. Oh, everybody wants to come along. The dogs, the cats. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Here, let's put it over here. Oh, yeah. You guys are happy. Okay, I'm going to work on the drain for this. So, I kind of had to finagle some pieces because of what I had. I bought some stuff while I was in town, but it didn't turn out to be what I thought I needed, at least not all of it. So here is the contraption. So here is the contraption that I've made. So I have this piece right here that's going to slide onto the drain. Then I took this and actually I cut it off of one of these that I had laying around that I got from the thrift store, and I'm going to turn this into my coupler piece and use that to glue these two together. And I also got this from the thrift store, and then I can put it on the drain and adjust it to where I need. So then then I took another piece that I finagled to slide into here, and from here I'll be able to use my 1.25" pipe and glue it on there. So it'll go like this, and then it will go straight through this side cover thing and through the wall, and out there we'll have this piece with a hose fitting, and then we can just set up the hose to run wherever we would like it to run. So that's what I'm going to do. To cut the holes, I'm going to have to I'll cut the holes, and then I'll have to, it'll be a pain. You can't get a drill inside that thing. So I'll have to cut a hole and then move that out, and then cut another hole. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go at it and get this all set up for the drains. Alright, so this is how it'll be. This piece fit in nice and snug, just like that. Just like that, and of course I'll silicone around it, make sure it's all nice, and that's where we'll hook up the hose and be able to drain onto these trees or wherever they run it. That's it. Okay. That was way harder than it should have been. That's a lot of stuff to drill holes through and try to get it exactly right and have a slight slope to it. That was a pain, but I'm very happy with it. I think it looks great. So now I'm just going to cut the end of it to length. We're going to glue it all together and we're going to be set. So now I'm going to finally get this mirror put up, this special mirror that Abby's wanted for, she got it for her birthday. Here it is months later. She's been dying to have it up on the wall. Obviously, we're not done, and she's moving in, getting all her stuff set in place. So, like, I really kind of need to hurry and get this finished up before they get more stuff put up on the walls and all around. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this mirror up in place, and I'm really excited to see how it looks. Alright, there's Abby's new mirror. Yeah. Look at that. Amazing. That's to defrost if you needed to, but I can really be taking showers in here. What do you think? That's amazing. Yep. It's looking great. Very exciting. So now that I got this in place, I'm gonna get going on the trim. So I need to put this, we're gonna use some of the flooring. Finally got enough pieces. We're gonna use some of the flooring for this piece here, and that's what I'm waiting for, to be able to run the trim on the walls and just all the rest of it. So I'm gonna get that done and the trim done while I still have daylight. So what are you gonna do?
Try to build this little shelf thing to put in my box.
Okay. Yep. So Abby's gonna work on trying to build this, put it together, while I'm in her little cabin working on trim and other things. So it's kind of nice for us to both be working at the same time. So we'll see how she does. Have you ever put anything together like this?
No, not really.
All right. So this will be an adventure for you. It's pretty simple, so I think that you'll do okay. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Excellent. Looks great. Oh, go up there and I'll hand it to you. She wants to put it where it goes. She's excited. Here, I'll just hand it over there. There you go. Oh yeah, that fits underneath that window perfect. That is great. Now we just need a vacuum to suck all those flies.
I know.
Crazy flies. That's amazing. Good job. All right, so now let's start busting out some trim. So I ran out of time, out of daylight. I've got almost all the trim done. Just a few odd and end pieces that need to be done at the very edges on both of the lofts. Besides that, just gonna have to do some touch up. I mean, as always with trim, you have to come back with the white silicone, fill in the edges. But overall, it's looking pretty good. So anyway, it's 6:15. I gotta get all this cleaned up and swept and all set so that Abby can settle in for the evening. I parked the truck here so that we could be, have the wood, so that we could have the trailer right here where we're going to stack the wood. And I've come back and it looks like I have a flat tire on the truck. So that's great. I got to figure that out. So I'm going to have to pull out the air compressor air it up, see if I can figure out where the leak is. Hopefully it's in a good spot where I can just put a plug in there and patch it. Yeah, so this is just kind of an example of how life is out here. There's plenty that we're doing that I don't really record. I mean, you know, filling up water tanks and moving firewood, getting firewood together, taking care of the animals, you know, working on some of the machines like the four-wheelers, tires, you know, making sure that everything else is going. So there's a lot going on. Okay, aired it up, found the hole right there. So see if I can get a hold of this with these needle nose and pull this sucker out of here. Yep, they worked that out. Grab the patch kit and we'll put a plug in it. You know, as you guys probably knew, painting the white barrel with, you know, latex paint didn't work out. It started flaking off, and I really didn't think it was gonna stick. I thought it'd do a little better than that. So we also decided to downgrade a little bit. We have this barrel that's smaller. This is a 30-gallon barrel that I think is going to do better for that little cabin. And we got some spray paint, so we're gonna spray paint it. That'll do a lot better. And yeah, so my wife's gonna work on spray painting that while I continue working on the plumbing in there. See if I can get it squared away. There we go. This is how it's gonna be. You know, I know it's not like modern plumbing. It's kind of annoying. You have to keep filling up the barrel, but we just don't have a pressure tank, and we don't have a, you know, we don't have everything set up to be able to run the well for all of our stuff. So it's going to take some time and some money for us to get that well set up. We need to make a pump house that's in the ground so it doesn't freeze. Quite a few things that we need to do with that. In the meantime, this works just fine. So with this barrel, my wife just painted the side. She didn't care about the top because I guess she's going to put something over the top of it. Plus we're going to have a staircase. But this is going to work great. So now, let me fill it up with water and we'll test everything. Rarely have I ever done a plumbing job and have it work out the first time with no leaks. I almost always have some leak that I have to go back and figure out. So I'm excited to see how it does. So let's fill it up. All my connections look good. Let's give it a shot, see how it does. It's leaking right here. I mean, at least it's leaking into the drain, but there's no way you're gonna want to sleep with that like that. So under here is doing really good. I suspect that the problem is here. So see, it just keeps dripping, and if you look right here, it's coming out right there. See, watch when I turn this on. It's just coming out of both of these. Yep, so it'll continue to cycle. As long as it's, you know, leaking just up on top and going down the drain, that'll be okay. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to replace these gaskets in here. So I pulled the guts out. I don't know, we're gonna try and clean it up and put a new O-ring on here. I think that's what's going on, is that's just worn out on both of these, and I don't know, see if we can get it to seal up. My beautiful wife has joined me just to come and sit here and watch as I fumble with this. Alright, so I changed out the O-rings on this. The one O-ring that I couldn't change out was for the drip from the faucet, but I at least got it to stop leaking from the knobs. So I'll show you how it looks now. Alright, so now we can turn these on. So that's a lot better. But I still got this drip, and so that's going to be frustrating, because with a pump like this you cannot have any drip, any leak at all, or else it's going to continue to cycle to build that pressure. It's going to work for now. They're just going to have to unplug it, I guess, when they're not using it, and plug it in when they need it, and we'll have to just see if we can get a new faucet and get that changed out, and that'll take care of that, and it should work great. So overall, pretty happy with it. At least now she's got the option of water and way to drain the water out, and yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Oh, good morning. So I gotta get things all gathered up to go back to town. It's Sunday and I gotta go to work tomorrow. Gotta leave a little early today because we got some things going on this evening with dinner. So yeah, I'm about as far as I'm going to get on the cabin. But before I go, I want to get some things situated with the chickens. So the chickens have these, you know, these little rinky-dink, I guess you would say, dollar store, you know, chicken coops. And it's just not going to cut it for the winter. It's been dropping down pretty cold in the night, and the chickens need something a little better. So I'm going to use this crate. I'm going to haul this crate in there, and I'm going to put 2 of these small chicken coops inside here, so that they got some nice comfortable places, you know, to roost on the chicken coops inside the box, and then go into the chicken coops to be able to lay eggs or whatever. I think this will work good. It's just temporary. Remember, this is the garden. So I just gotta, I know it's gonna look like crap, but I just need to get them through the winter, make sure they're comfortable, because after we get done with the cabin, some of the main objectives is to actually build a chicken run for the chickens so that we can get the garden back and plant a garden this next spring. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to haul this thing in there. I drug it over here with the 4-wheeler, so it's going to be kind of challenging doing this by hand. This is what I got going on. So take a look. We got this coop kind of back here in a corner. You know, all the wind comes from that direction over here and blows this way. So this is going to give them a nice place to be able to hunker down. They can climb back in here, and there's a couple roosts in that, and then of course in here, and they can climb on top of this coop inside the box and be out of the elements. Now all I got to do is gather up some straw and pack it in here really good. Make sure that they got plenty of that. And that'll get them by till we can make something more more permanent when we build the next chicken run. I know that we do some things pretty, you know, I know that we're not quite the professionals that you might be looking for, but hey, we're the people trying to do this on a budget. We don't have a lot of money, and you know, this cabin definitely took a whole bunch of money, so we're really trying to use what we have and keep from going in debt. Yeah, if you guys are looking for ideas on how to do things without a wad of cash, I guess we're the channel that you're looking for. Wish you guys the best. Make sure you come back for more. See you next time.